you for sending me the questions. I think that this would be very helpful with our practice tonight.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for checking the
Yeah.
message.
I actually sent you an answer. Were you able to check it?
Just to give me a second. Yes.
Oh, no, I just said thanks for sending. That's it.
Ah, yeah.
Okay, hold on.
Yes.
Wow, these are aeronautical terms, aeronautical questions. I would never have thought of it myself, so thank you for
Yes.
sending it.
Yes.
Okay,
Thank
captured the image. I put it here on the board, so
you. Yes.
I'm putting it here on the board so we can check on it.
Yes.
You're very much awake at 11 in the evening on a Saturday night. I hope that you would get to sleep late and wake up late tomorrow.
Yes.
Okay.
After your class, I will yes go to bed.
Okay. You're
Yes.
not planning to study tomorrow?
I am planning. I am planning.
Mhm. Okay.
Yes, to study tomorrow. Yeah.
I see. Okay. Here we go. So let's get started.
Yes.
First question.
Yes.
Have you ever made a mistake while you control the airplane?
Hmm. In terms of safety, I have never mistaken. I always make sure follow the standard operation rule of flight school during the whole course of training, and there is a instructor always beside to me, next to me. So I've never I have never mistaken while I control airplane.
Okay, very good.
Yes.
We need a verb on this sentence. I have never mistaken. We need a verb, so let's put made.
Made. Yes, made.
Yes. I have never made a mistake.
I have never made
Hmm. A
uh
mistake. So I'll write it
yes,
down here. I
miss
have never made a mistake while controlling,
while
yes,
controlling.
an
Yes,
aircraft.
while controlling control. Yes, double it. While controlling an aircraft. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yes.
That's hard for you to be able to control the aircraft without making a mistake. So,
Yes. Yeah.
how did you manage to do things perfectly, aside from following the standard operation rule on flight school?
Yes.
What did you do? That's why you did not make a mistake.
Uh, yes. Uh, First of all, I always keep in mind that safety is my top priority.
Hmm.
So to be safety, I always follow the standard operation rules of flight school, and then
Uh-uh.
yes, and then I try to be confident in my skills, in my control skills, and I always enhance flying skills
Hmm.
throughout uh, searching information about aviation and uh, sharing opinion with my friends, and I think a good pilot is a good planner. Pilot always has a plan before they go out, they go fly. So I think a good plan make a good flight, and that's why. I focus on planning.
You just made your answer perfect.
Yes,
That's
thank you.
good. That's
Yes,
good.
thank you. Yeah,
The first answer was good, and
yes,
I'm happy that you also included confidence, your own skills, that you are confident and that you also are a good planner. So
yes.
I think that those are very powerful descriptions.
Yes,
I
thank
would
you. Thank you.
suggest that you remove the word try on this sentence. I heard you say,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
try
yes,
to be confident in. It's if you use the word try, that already means that you lack confidence in your answer. So you
yes.
can use other words like I make sure
I
that
make
I
sure.
am confident.
I make
Yes.
sure that I am confident.
And whatever you said a while ago. Yes,
Yes,
yes. Try is not a confident word. It's an
yes,
unsure word,
yeah,
and it contradicts the word confident in the sentence.
yes, correct.
I really loved it when you said that pilots are good planners. That's good.
Yes,
That's good. But you have to pronounce the word pilot well, okay?
yes.
Please say pilot.
Uh, pilot, pilot.
Yeah. Add the T sound at the end. Pilot.
Ah, pilot,
Good. Now let's make it plural because that's your sentence. Pilots.
pilot.
Okay. I'm happy. That's it.
Yes, yes.
That's it. You
Thank you.
mastered number one. We
Yes,
can go through that question again later just for practice, but when it comes to the content of your answer,
yes.
it's superb. It's
Yes,
better
thank
than
you.
what I expected, so I'm
Yes.
happy. Okay, number two. Is there any specific reason why you should be a pilot? Or why do you think you should be a pilot?
Uh, in personal reason, being a pilot is my dream since my childhood, and I also found pilot is worthwhile because they they make a passenger's journey happy and safety, and it's very worthwhile, and it's the most worthwhile job I have ever uh, thought.
Talk
And
about your qualities, your
yeah, yes,
characteristics, why
yes.
you're a good pilot.
Uh, yes. Okay. Just to let me explain why I should be a pilot using keyword. I would like to uh, I would like to use two keyword ob obedi obe obedi
Obedience.
obedience. Thank you. Yes,
Hmm.
obedience and planning. Uh, obedience. In my opinion, obedience is very important features of a good pilot because always pilot follow the rules, any rules, company rules, and flight rules, any rules are important for pilot because pilot always follow the rules and he make exact decision uh, according to rules and his
Ah, you're good. You're good. Don't stop. Continue.
yes and his opinion. And next word
Plan.
yes and then planning is also important for a good pilot. I think good pilot is a good planner. Planning is the first step to make a good flight, safe flight.
Okay.
Yes, yes.
That
Good.
was
Yes,
good. Not confident, but that was good.
yes. Uh,
Okay. Let's start with strong starting sentences. So you
yes,
said that pilots would always have to follow rules. You
yes,
can use this sentence as your follow up sentence.
yes.
We have to be obedient because a good pilot always follows rules. We have rules that are designed for safety, and we have to follow those rules over our own opinions.
Yes. Over our opinions.
Yes,
Over our
yes, our own.
opinions. Yeah.
Yes, our own. Let's add both.
Our
Our
own. Yes.
own opinions.
Over our
Hmm.
own opinions. We
Yes.
have to be, yes, ob
Hmm.
obedient because a good pilot always follow rules over our own opinions.
Yes, good.
Yeah.
And when it comes to being a good planner,
Yes.
why is being a good planner important?
Uh, because a successful pilot plan before they go flight, before they execute.
Hold on. Plans before executing actions. Would you like this sentence?
Yes.
On the other hand,
Yes. On the other hand, we also have to be good planners because a successful pilot plans before executing actions.
because a
Yes.
good pilot plans before executing actions.
Before, yes. Uh, because a successful pilot
Hmm.
plans before executing actions.
Executing. Okay.
Executing actions.
Executing is one of your powerful words in the sentence, so you have to take your time in saying it.
Yes.
Before executing actions.
Before executing actions.
That's it. That's how you say
Before
it.
executing actions.
Okay. We have time. We're going to practice number two again later. I would
Yes.
like to move on to number three first, okay?
Yes.
Okay. So, Brian, what I don't understand this question. What do you think something about need to be a pilot?
Yes. I made the
Mm-hmm.
question as
What
like
do you want to say here?
uh, what needed to be a good pilot.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
So, what what is
Character.
needed or characteristics are needed to be a good pilot?
Yes. I think a good pilot should know how and when to take command, to take control, because it's not allowed them to waste time by hesitating or their own opinions, but know exactly what actions, what steps are necessary at the time. So they should be confident in their skills and in their knowledge. So that's why they should take responsibility for the safety of all flight because they are in such positions, and that's what they they are asked. That's what they that's what asked to them.
What's commanded or what's no, that's what asked to to them, the orders that are given to them instead of
Yeah,
asked to
the
them.
order, yes,
Given. Uh-huh. That
the
are given to them.
order. I'm sorry.
The order, hold on.
Yes, the
The
order
orders that
given to
are
them.
given to
That
them. Wrong
given
spelling.
to them.
Yes.
The orders are the orders.
Yes.
Orders that are given to them. The
Yes.
orders that are given to them.
Let's make it orders because usually when somebody is asking you to do something, it's not just one. Do
Yes.
this and then do that
Orders.
after. So let's make it orders because it's rarely just one order.
Yes, orders.
Okay,
Yes, the orders.
that's right.
The
Can
orders
you
that
give
are given.
me an example when you took control?
Uh, I'm sorry, but teacher, just to make it clear,
Okay.
yes, uh what kind of example?
Okay.
Yes,
Have you, when you were in a flight,
yes.
have you ever taken control of the airplanes?
Yes, yes. Mm, yes, during student flight, usually piloted command is instructor, but
Hmm.
after after private pilot course, then I am always a pilot in command, so I should have a responsibility for the flight, even though there is still instructor next to me.
Yes.
Yeah,
Good.
yes.
Have you ever hesitated when you were taking control?
Yes, I have usually unexpected weather or something happened to me which is not planned, then I feel uncomfortable or I hesitated which action I should take.
What happened to that flight when you felt hesitation?
Uh, by the way, I just come to think of it. Should, uh, is it good to
Yeah.
mention about that? Because
Yes. It's okay. It's
yes,
good to mention, but you have to also mention the outcome. So
yes,
hesitating is fine. It would be good if you would mention it and if you would mention what you learned from it
yes,
and what happened after.
yes. But I just worried about that. It may sound
Mhm.
like I'm not 100. I'm not prepared
Mhm.
100% for the flight or my plan.
Okay.
It sounds like my plan something wrong, and that's why it made those
Mhm.
uncomfortable situation
Okay.
to me. Yeah.
It's, you know what, when we say that we hesitated in a situation like that,
Yes.
it may not really sound very strong because
Uh,
there's hesitation. It can be, it can, so the options here would be not strong or the options would be very strong. You
yes.
have the choice if you can make it very strong or not strong. So if you hesitated, the outcome can be negative or the outcome can be more than just positive because
Ah,
it depends on what you did after the hesitation.
yes.
So if you're not going to mention it, it's good. But you have, it has the potential to sound better if something good came out of that hesitation.
Uh,
There was bad
can,
weather condition. You
yes.
hesitated, but after hesitation, you realize that the safety of the passengers are in your hands and you want to make sure that you would land safely. So that's when you followed the safety, the standard operation rules, and you realize that these rules are very important because when you follow those rules, you lost all hesitation and you regained your confidence because you
Uh-huh.
followed the rules. And that caused your landing to be perfect, even if there were unexpected weather turbulence or unexpected weather
Ah,
conditions.
yes, yes.
So,
Yeah, yes. Can you ask me
uh,
again? Yes,
yes. Have you ever hesitated in a flight, and what was the result?
yes. Yes, I have. It was in my private course. It was in my private course training, and at that time, I was not used to. Uh, le- I was not used to land by myself, even though instructor next to me. So I was hesitating. Is it possible to land with some strong crosswind, or should I go around and take a chance again to land? I was hesitating, but I chose safety. So I did go around at that time, and I get back to the first position and tried to second landing, and I thought it was a correct decision.
That resulted in a successful landing.
Yeah, that result in successful landing.
Love your answer. That's good. That's good.
Yes,
Because
great.
I think all pilots may have gone through the same situation,
Yes,
and it would be natural for people to sometimes hesitate, especially in a very scary, turbulent situation like that.
yes, turbulence. Yes,
Yes, and your decision caused or your decision resulted in a good outcome. So
good
that's how
outcome.
you we should hey, that's how I suggest you would answer this.
Yes, yes, I
Okay,
got it.
good. Now, I don't know what a flight simulator test is, but I think I will know
Yes,
when we talk
yes,
about this.
yes.
Okay. So,
It's about
Brian, how
yes,
do you prepare for a flight simulator test?
yes, yes. Since I have not experienced the jet engine simulator, I went to private jet engine simulator center, and I have trained about 5 hours by myself, and I also practiced the simulator test in my home using home home device, even though it's not similar with the real flight simulator, but I just try to get used to how to watch the indicators, and how to change the all numbers of indicators, and I think I it was helpful for today's flight simulator test.
Okay. That's good. That was good. But I have a lot of follow-up questions.
Yes,
Before that, I want to ask my own personal question.
yes.
What is more difficult, propeller or jet engine?
I think yes, our jet engine is the most high, what they call uh okay, usually student starts from single engine, very small
Okay.
single engine,
Mhm.
and if they got private license with the small single
Mhm.
engine airplane,
Mhm.
then they go to next step, multi-engine.
Mhm.
There are two engines. There are two
Okay.
engines on
Yeah.
the airplane, and after that, some people take instructor course, or some people just to apply for kind of a small, like a low cost carrier, and
Mhm.
then and after they get into the low cost carrier,
Mhm.
they they train jet
Oh,
engine,
that's the training you
yes,
mentioned a while
airplane,
ago.
yes, yes. And
Okay.
after that, they if after that until they have enough flight time with the jet
Yeah.
engine, then they
Mhm.
go to more big airlines such as a full service carrier, like a big airline everybody knows. Yes,
Airbus.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
Airbus or
Airbus, Boeing.
777. Yeah,
Yeah, 777. You know what? The only I haven't really had a lot of flight experience, but my favorite was still a 767. You know, it's been a long time. A
yes,
747 rather. I think it was a
777.
747 that would be very popular in my country. We also have Airbuses,
Yes,
but I think I
Airbus
like
320.
Boeing better.
Yes,
Emirates, you know, the Airbus of Emirates, the most
yes.
luxurious airline. So, a flight, how important is a flight simulator test?
It it's very important. Actually, every step is very important. Usually in Korea, they first step
Mhm.
to be hired is resume, and
Mhm.
after resume after
The
resume
interview,
yeah, not what we call resume.
portfolio.
Yeah, kind of, yeah, portfolio. And after that, knowledge test. And after that, simulator test and English proficiency test.
Mhm.
And after that, interview in Korean. Yes. And then after
I
that,
see.
and after
So
that,
hard.
uh, uh, people,
Fine.
people who are in high position in the company. And
Mhm.
then finally,
Job
uh,
offer.
yeah, body check.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So those are that is a lot of process. You're
Yes,
done
a lot
with
of
your flight
process.
simulator test. You're
Yeah,
now preparing for your English interview.
yes,
Okay. This is going to be easy for you. Knowing that process, I think this is one of the most difficult ones because usually simulators are more difficult than the actual flight.
yes.
So, okay. Now I understand. Um, how many, how long did you prepare for your flight simulator test?
It's totally depends on person.
Hmm. How
Uh,
about you?
yes. For me, I I took time more than I expected.
Hmm.
First time I started to train in flight school, I expected 1 year or 1 and 2 or 3 months, but
Hmm.
it took 1.5 years, and then after that, I needed to change the flight I mean flight license into Korean license. Usually people go to America and they get flight license in the States. And after that, they change their own country's flight license. And then some people uh, get a job in airline if they are
Okay.
lucky. But
That's so hard.
as we've told you already, it just yeah, just a few people have a chance to get into airline
I
directly,
see.
and other
Okay.
people, yes, maybe they take instructor course or
Hmm.
they try they try to find something other job like
Yeah, I know.
yeah, yeah.
Yes, I know. I have some friends. They are working in, courier companies.
I'm
They are
sorry.
pilots working.
Ah,
Have you ever heard of courier companies?
Korean companies.
No. Hold on.
Yeah.
Like DHL,
Ah, what they
courier.
call courier.
Yeah, cargo planes.
Ah, yeah,
That's
yeah,
what.
courier,
Yeah.
yeah, courier companies.
Yes.
Yeah, but
Right.
that's also nice. Even though it's
Really.
not it's not airline, but
Mhm.
they can still get flight time with jet engine
Yeah.
airplanes.
Yes, yeah, they do use jet engine there. They
Yes,
want to work in Emirates and other airlines, but they are already comfortable in DHL because DHL has their own plane, not carrying passengers, but carrying
yes,
cargoes, and they're happy with there.
yes.
Okay.
It's a really nice. It's just a matter of time. If they want to,
Mhm.
after they get enough flight time,
Yeah.
they can choose any airline if they
Yes.
want to. Yes,
Okay. Yeah. And same thing will happen to you. Let's
yes,
go to number 5. What can
yes.
you contribute to our company?
Uh,
Don't be shy.
yes. First of all, I am very flexible and I am good to adapt in new environment. So if I have a chance to work in your company, I try to adapt as soon as possible in new environment. And then I would be one of a good team player so that I share what I've learned with my coworkers, and I also try to make a synergy effect with my all coworkers and same same trainers trainees. So yes, I think I'm sure I'm the one who can make a positive effect in your company.
Huge progress compared to our first class.
Ah,
Great. I have a few suggestions here.
yes.
Instead of good to adapt, I suggest you use the vocabulary easily
Ah,
because when it comes to adapt, that's a comfortable word to use. I can easily adapt to a new environment. And
I can
here,
easily. Yes, I can
when it
easily
comes to your
adapt.
skills and contributions, this is when you would remind them that you are a punctual person,
Yes.
punctual and reliable because they are partners. I am
Yes.
also, aside from all of those,
Yes.
I'm also a very punctual person, which makes me
Punctual.
reliable. Or you can
Reliable.
say, I'm
Yes,
a
punctual.
punctual and a very reliable
Very,
person.
very reliable person.
Yes.
Yes.
Your adjectives are good. The only reason I'm suggesting these two, because I heard you answer that a while ago. So this would be a good time to remind them that you're
Yes.
somebody punctual.
Punctual. Yes, punctual.
Yes, it shows consistency in your answer.
Yes.
Okay, so very good. I really like your style, your confidence. You did not show any hesitation when you
Yes,
answered
thank
number
you.
5,
Yes.
right? I think you only showed hesitation when I asked you if you've ever hesitated. So, aside from that, good.
Yes,
Okay,
thank you.
let's
Yeah.
go to number 6.
Yes.
I don't know what the check ride is, but
Uh,
I will ask you the question.
yes, yes.
Have you ever failed check ride test?
Uh, it may be a shame, but I would like to be honest with you. Yes, I have just only one time. Uh, I have made not that good outcome in I I have made kind of better result in check ride.
Tell me more. Let's
Yeah,
make it positive. Yes, you failed. What
yes,
happened and what
yes,
did you learn from it?
yes. Looking back to the situation, it was in my private pilot private pilot course, and I I did not prepare the 100% perfectly with the landing. So I hesitated the the condition of the landing, and the landing I made was a little bit faster than than I than I expected. So so I so the landing was not did not meet the standard of examiner. But after the check ride, I try harder and made more practice for the next check ride, next test. So I got my private pilot license at second attempt.
Hey, that's good. It was hard to talk about the mistake.
Yes,
It was easy to talk about the good thing that happened after. So my
yes.
suggestion on the part where you failed, don't make it long. Just make it short. Say,
Yes.
yes, I made a mistake of hesitating, or I made a mistake with my landing. It fell below the expectation of the tester. What I did is I studied, I renewed my confidence, and I tried again. When I tried again, I passed on the second attempt, and I'm very happy that I used the failure as my learning experience, making me a successful, I don't know what that is, making me
Yeah.
successful on my second time. Yeah, pilot, right.
Yes, yes. Oh,
What is
yes,
a check test?
yes.
Hmm.
I will dictate after yes the
Okay,
class.
thank you. So my suggestion, if you're maybe a bit embarrassed about talking about the failed attempt, don't just say yes, but not too long. Few seconds.
Yes, not too
Spend
long.
more time on the good parts because
Yes.
your confidence. I feel your confidence went down. I don't like that. It's not very good in an interview. So of course, I want you to be good and memorable. What is a
Yes.
check ride?
A check ride means a real
Hmm.
test, not knowledge test or written
Okay,
test, just a
you're
real
flying a
test.
plane,
Yes, yes, flying. Yes,
not flight sim, a real single engine plane.
yes, real single engine.
So scary.
Yes.
Okay. So, did you enjoy it? I mean, it's a small plane, right? If it's single engine, it sways. It blows with the wind.
Yes, I enjoy it after
Okay.
I get used to it, but before
Mhm.
I mean it's I mean it's not from my start.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay. Yes,
everyone
of
yes kind
course.
of scared. Yes,
Yes, yeah, of course, because you're up in the air, so
yes,
that part is scary. I heard that most of the planes are on autopilot.
yes.
That only for jet engine planes, the ones that have autopilot, and the pilot
Ah,
would do the takeoff and landing?
some kind of multi-engine planes
Mhm.
ha have a autopilot system, but usually
Okay.
we don't use it. We don't use it because
If you're
it's a
studying.
yes purpose for training. So we don't use a autopilot
Yeah,
system.
yeah,
only yes,
Okay.
jet engine, yes, airplane.
Okay. Before I say goodbye, Brian, just one last personal question. Which
Yes,
is more difficult, takeoff or landing?
landing is the most
Landing is
difficult. Everybody is say that way.
okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. Some other time, I have I know a few other aviation questions, not really interview questions, but maybe not today because we don't have time anymore. Thank
Yes,
you for another set of classes. Good luck again on your interview. Gotta
yes,
go now.
yes.
Bye.
I really appreciate your advice and
Uh-huh.
your friendly teaching style.
Oh, my
I hope
pleasure.
yes, I meet you again before
Yeah.
yes interview, but I'm not sure because your schedule there's no empty slot in your schedule. I'm not sure
I
yet.
would usually have cancellations on a Friday, but every Saturday I'm here.
Yes, yes,
So see you then. Bye.
yes. See you. Thank you.
See ya.
Yes.